What are we gonna do tonight, O.C.G?
Well, the same thing we try to do every night, Bertrum. Take over YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant / fucktotem Bertrum. Say hello, Bertrum.
Hello, Bertram.
And this is our hilarious full game playthrough for ROBOCOP Rogue City, which is a sequel to the movie ROBOCOP 2. Did you know that, Bertram?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, that was the one piece of trivia I was gonna say during this little intro, Bertram, but if you already knew that, then I guess we just have to get on with the game, but not until I tell you that this version of the main theme is splendid. Not as good as the remakes they did of the Terminator theme in their previous game. You know, the chaps that made this game. Terminator Resistance. Not as good as that theme, but still a very good cover of the main ROBOCOP theme. When you get a moment, go and listen to the bloody thing. You'll enjoy it now. Without much further ado, let's get on with the bloody game, shall we?
Yes?
No, it was a rhetorical question, Bertram. And here we... Oh, shit, this is the end of the game. God damn it, Bertram, why didn't you tell me this was the end of the game?
I didn't notice.
Oh, damn it. Let's just turn around and get out of here. Just, forget you saw this, dear viewers, and nothing to see here. We'll be back at this part in about, I don't know, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, something like that. Catch you then. And the award for Best Gaming YouTuber goes to... Oh, me!
You give us 3 minutes, and we give you the world. Good evening. I'm Casey Wong. A military submarine that went missing over 3 years ago has suddenly reappeared in the Baltic Sea. Confused seamen mistakenly opened fire
he said
on the last
seamen.
Lapland observation, killing 12. Thankfully, our homesick sailors are back on U.S. soil. Welcome back, boys. In local news, a new crime wave that is sweeping Detroit has already claimed the lives of 21 police officers. Here's a statement from the head of OCP, Omni Consumer Products, that's funding and running the Detroit Police Department.
Old Detroit has a cancer, and that cancer is crime. It must be cut out, and OCP holds the scalpel.
According to our sources, the attacks were aimed at catching the attention of a man whose identity remains unknown. This dangerous new guy in town seems to have his eye on doing business in old Detroit.
Has he only got one eye?
I'm sorry. There seems to be
There seems to be a ruffian in the studio.
I'm a big fan. Now move. Don't adjust your television sets. Your regularly scheduled program will be back shortly. Now, this message goes out to the new guy in town.
What an ugly man.
Spend some money in this great city of ours.
I think it's a man.
Tell you that the
It could be an extraterrestrial, for all I bloody know.
You may have heard of us as the #1 supplier of nuke in old Detroit. The most potent, addictive drug available in front of every convenience store, school, or library near you.
Hey,
But that's not all.
Kane was running that operation.
But isn't King dead?
Let's get
Well-
up here.
Yes, but still.
We'll get Officer Howard to illustrate the point. You see, Officer Howard made a drug bust that cost us a lot of money. We want to reward this dutiful officer with a performance bonus. A lifetime supply of nuke. Oh man, you're gonna have the time of your life. There you go. Enjoy. New guy. A storage shed.
That's not a lifetime supply.
You need done in our city.
That was one
What is it,
hit.
huh? Arson, smuggling, drug dealing, good old-fashioned murder. We do it all. You've got the money. We've got the power. So let's talk.
I'm not talking to a man who's got more tattoos on his body than he does bloody skin. Oh, here we go.
You're very excited.
Oh, I'm always excited, Bertram. Don't you ever notice the bulge?
Oh, yes, frequently.
There's our man, ROBOCOP. Here to take care of business.
Lieutenant's at the main entrance to the TV station.
This man looks like he's 3 days from retirement. Better not get himself killed here. Don't worry, ROBOCOP will protect you. What's that? Oh, it's a cat. Handsome? Handsome? Ah, yes, oh. Are you talking to ROBOCOP?
I can see your ladies.
I mean, I love ROBOCOP, but handsome? He is not.
If it keeps on like this, we're gonna run short of body parts.
Oh my. Oh my god. No one tried to stop me. I'm going in.
We can't wait any longer. Those trigger-happy maniacs have a ton of hostages. But sir... Roger that. Over and out.
What is the situation?
Goddamn OCP tells us to stand down till SWAT arrives. That's our situation.
Looks like I'm on the way out.
Not so fast, buddy. Who do you think is gonna clean up this place? I'm not letting you off that easily.
You sound just like my wife.
If that's the case, let's get you patched up. We wouldn't want to get on her bad side. Press here. Medic!
Oh, medic. Break time's over. Get over and save this man's life.
Our partner.
Hello, man.
The hell is going on up there?
Sorry, dude. The police want us to release the hostages. So no hard feelings.
Hey, you can't go in yet. We need to wait for the reinforcements.
I am the
Have
reinforcements.
arrived.
I
Yes.
Say something like that.
That's right, Robo. You tell him.
We need to find another way. It is too dangerous to cross.
For me. But you can take the heat. Go. I'll figure something out. Besides, you could do with a head start. Go on.
Yes, Anne. Anything you say, Anne. I love you, Anne.
I've got a signet ring. How much do you think I can get for it?
3 pence.
It was taken off someone famous. Just look at him. He looks kind of familiar.
Guys, we've got company. Anyone expecting a silver freak?
Ah,
Drop it, scum.
let's go.
Just look
Let the fun begin.
down on us.
Oh, yeah. Get that music going. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yes. Let's go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. How dare you shoot at me, you bastard! Do 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 do. Oh yeah.
Worried about the weight limit?
Lewis, you're here.
We need to get these elevators back online. The service box is in the basement.
Is it now?
Let me.
I doubt you have
Entertain you.
but I'll
Dun
let you
dun
talk to the janitor.
dun.
It's good to do some real street work from time to time, you know? After you.
Delicately done, Anne. Well done.
They sabotage the elevators and staircase too. They obviously don't want to be disturbed.
Ooh, what's this? And I have found a stolen wallet. Do not judge me if I keep the money.
That graffiti.
Any more tricks up your sleeve?
I will.
What a warm welcome, don't you think? Such a big crowd. more discussion. Darn. What about Dad? Is he gonna be back for dinner?
I love these sequences. You know, with Murphy remembering his family, his wife, and his son. Just like in the movies. Almost brings a tear to my eye. Almost, of course. Because I'm a
cold-hearted bastard?
Well, I was going to say because, you know, I'm all cried out today, but yes, you can go with cold-hearted bastard if you want, Bertram.
Sure if I like the pattern.
Oh my.
Looks up to you. He said in school that he wants to be a police officer just like his dad.
Getting into the psychology of RoboCop.
It's your fault they'll die!
Speaking of cold-hearted bastards... Haha, got it. No, stop doing hostages, dickhead. You made those two lovers die. Alright, everyone. You're safe. Oh, shit.
You know, I've never seen RoboCop, O.C.G.
Really? What about RoboCop 2?
No.
What about RoboCop 3?
No.
What about the RoboCop remake? Actually, no. You shouldn't watch that one. Oh yes, maybe we're going to see RoboCop Dads now. Dads, RoboCop Dads. Actually, maybe don't dance to this. It's absolutely dreadful.
Just look at this, everybody. A walking disco ball decided to join us. Now the real show is about to go down. If you're a real torch head, shoot that motherfucking tin can till it fucking rattles. And I'll take this opportunity to moisturize these golden vocal cords. But stay right there, everybody.
Oh dear. I guess it's on. And better be shooting people.
And trouble upsets me. So really, this is your fault.
Wow, Kratos has really let himself go these days.
I don't think that's...
Silence, Bertram. It is.
The police officially won't
Oh, here's the bad guy.
calls from this area.
Does this mean we have a deal?
Did you know, Bertram, that he's related to...
someone who's in the first movie?
You need carrion.
Yes. How do you know that? You've not even seen the first movie.
Well, this game tells you that.
Like to join us?
Oh,
A fine offer. See
I must have missed that part.
contract in blood, but I prefer cleaner games. How about
Kratos, Kratos, Kratos. Why are you taking orders from this dickhead?
Bit of cheer. Spice things up a bit.
And Kratos, 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 where did you get those awful tattoos?
I'm gonna take you to the quarry and shoot your ass to pieces.
And the police ain't gonna do shit about it.
I bet it really pisses.
See, we know he's evil because he has a beard and a trench coat and long hair. RoboCop's thinking,
That's the weirdest pornography film I've ever watched.
right, so let's talk about some other video games in the RoboCop franchise.
There's other video games?
Oh yes, Bertram. Back in the day, whenever a new film released, you could pretty much bet that there would be a tie-in video game to go alongside it. How I miss those days. I hadn't hit puberty yet. I had a drawn-on mustache. John Candy was still alive. Good times. What was I talking about again? Oh yes, video games based on RoboCop. The first of which was, unsurprisingly, RoboCop in 1988, based on the original film of the same name. Now this was a beat-em-up slash rail... Let's try that again, but less shit this time. Now this was a beat-em-up slash run-and-gun game, which was quite popular back in the late 80s. It released for such elderly consoles as the Amstrad, the Spectrum, the Commodore 64, the Atari ST, the Amiga, the NES, and eventually the Game Boy. Now, if you've ever played this game, you'll probably have noticed that it's very similar gameplay-wise to another game, Bad Dudes vs. Dragon Ninja, which I just so happen to have reviewed on the channel, so go and watch it. That too is also a beat-em-up with run-and-gun elements. Now, I haven't played this game for quite some time, but I remember it being actually quite a good one. Next up, we had RoboCop 2 in 1990, which, unsurprisingly, was based off the movie RoboCop 2. And this was made by the same chaps who made the first RoboCop game and released for such geriatric consoles as the Amiga, the Amstrad, the Commodore 64, the NES, the Spectrum, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And this was very similar to the original RoboCop game, except this time there were first-person shooting gallery type stages. And, if I'm remembering this correctly, there was an absolutely dreadful puzzle game in which you had to help RoboCop remember his memories by arranging electronic chips or some such bollocks. Overall, though, not bad. Next, we had RoboCop 3 in 1993. Absolutely dog shit movie, absolutely dog shit video. No, actually, this one is actually not bad. I played this particular RoboCop title on the Super Nintendo. And it was harder than I was during the reveal trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But luckily, another terrific thing we had back in those days, which isn't quite as prevalent now, is a little thing called a Game Genie system. And what this little thing allowed you to do was to cheat in your video games. So I was able to finish RoboCop 3 with absolutely no difficulty whatsoever.
Did you ever legitimately play the game?
Legitimately play the game? Don't talk absolute nonsense, Bertram. No one is crazy enough to do that. Ha ha ha. Next up we have what was probably my favorite RoboCop game, prior to the release of this game, RoboCop Rogue City. That game being RoboCop vs. the Terminator, which released in 1993, 1994, depending on what version you played. And like the title suggests, this is a game in which you play as RoboCop facing off against the Terminator. Yes, unlike 1992's Terminator 2, the Terminator in this game is once again a bad guy. A very bad guy. And this is a very fun video game. And violent too, which is a very good thing in my bag.
Don't you mean in your book?
No, I mean in my bag. I often carry violent things in my bag, you know, violent pornography, kung fu movies that are particularly violent, decapitated heads, katanas stained with blood of mine enemies. Yes. Now, I originally played RoboCop vs. the Terminator on the Sega Mega Drive, but there's also versions on the Sega Master System, the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy. Bloody great game. What is not so great was 2003's video game, simply titled RoboCop. And this was released for the PC, PlayStation 2, and Xbox. And if I recall correctly, this is a first-person RoboCop game, in which you're trying to uncover a sinister plot involving OCP and gangsters and a deadly new synthetic drug and a powerful cyborg. Now, as RoboCop, you could capture, kill, or arrest hostile characters. Sounds fun, but from what I remember of the game, it really wasn't. It really wasn't. Nope, not at all. Now, other RoboCop games you may or may not have heard of is the cancelled 2001 title. That was going to be released for the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance.
Why was it cancelled?
Well, how the hell should I know? Probably because it was absolute dog shit. No, sorry, edit that bit, Bertram, so when you say,
why was it cancelled?
Just cut to me saying, because it was absolute dog shit. Got it, Bertram?
I've got it!
And if I listen to this back and you've not edited this particular section exactly the way I want, I'm going to pull your underpants over your head.
Okay.
Yes, and that's pretty much it for all the mainline RoboCop video games, unless of course we're counting RoboCop the official game, which released in 2014 alongside the remake of RoboCop, but that was a mobile phone game, and I don't really regard mobile phone games as real video games, so I guess we're not counting that one. Ha ha! And there was another mobile phone game that had released in 2004, but as I said, we're not going to talk about that because it's a mobile phone game, and mobile phone games suck.
I beg to...
You beg to do nothing, Bertram. If I say they suck, then they suck. Well, I hope you've enjoyed listening to this little deep dive into the history of RoboCop video games. Now let's get back to the present, in which we are playing RoboCop Rogue City.
RoboCop, all available patrol cars are coming to support you. I've told them to meet you by the old workers building. According to reports, it's part of their headquarters. And RoboCop, I'm sorry it took so long. I hope you can forgive me for the freshman attitude. I was just trying to do my best.
I can't emphasize enough, dear viewers, how damn good the gunplay is in this game. It's absolutely marvelous. But the only way you're going to know that is if you play the game for yourself. After you've watched me play the game, of course. Imagine playing the game before watching me play the game. Ha! Perish the thoughts. Right, what are we doing? Oh yes, we're arresting this Spike character.
Stand back.
Not Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I assume. God, I hated that guy.
Oh, I assume you were Team Angel then?
I was indeed, but I would do things to Angel that are probably illegal in some American states. Anyway, boss fight time, let's go. Enough of that. It's 209. Which on your first playthrough is a bit of a bitch to kill. But there's a new game plus. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright. Let's see if we can kill this bastard in record time. Oh my god, get out the way, Rubu. Get out the way. Oh yes, it's much easier this time. I recall spending about 20 minutes fighting this bastard in my first playthrough. Well, not this time. I took what? Minute and 3 seconds? Something like that. Ah! Well done, Rubu. Well done, me. Bertrum, give me a pat on the back.
Okay. Oh, your back is sweaty.
Well, that's what happens when you sit here all day playing video games, Bertrum. You would have a sweaty back if you sat here all day as well.
We don't have balls over here, do we, O.C.G?
Yes, we do. They're just called, shopping centers.
Oh! We don't have these over here, do we, O.C.G? These escalator things?
Yes, we do, Bertram. They're called, escalator things.
Oh!
Oh, there's that attractive reporter. Are we doing attractive reporter?
It's the new guy. He's waiting for some bigwig to show up. He's planning to do some psycho presentation.
And who is the bigwig?
That's what I want.
So, they ain't coming, right? Fucking suits!
Keep your anger to yourself, or I'll share mine with you.
Who's there? Show yourself!
You'd better not.
As you wish, creep. You are under arrest. Come quietly.
Do you really believe that's what's gonna happen? Take care of him, boys. I'll meet you on the roof.
What's up, metal freak? Forget where you left your car?
You better go, Miss Ortiz. It seems there will be trouble.
Yes, I don't think you totaled me, dickheads. I do love this bit. The epic music, the confrontation. That man's beard, it's a magnificent beard. I want that beard.
You kind of already have that beard.
Ah, so I do. Well, I want another one of those beards then.
But where will you put it?
On you, Bertram. You can wear it.
I don't think so.
Yes, that's what we'll do. We'll get another beard and you can wear it. We'll be like twins, you and I.
Oh, that sounds awful.
What?
I mean, that sounds wonderful.
Yes, RoboCop, don't give him his lighter. That's the thing he's been using to control you this whole bloody time.
I don't know, 150 years?
Plenty of time for rehabilitation.
Well done, Robo. I mean, well done, me. Pat on the back for me. Oh, not this guy. Boring. Oh, dear God, it's the bloody Cybermen from Doctor Who. And they don't look happy.
But at the push of a button, that is why it is not only more effective than you, but infinitely more obedient. That's just a fragment of the speech I had prepared. But hell, this product speaks for itself.
It does speak for itself. It's garbage. I'm gonna put this garbage out where it should be. In the trash. That bastard just run at me. Oh, my frame rate is tanking. This section is quite hard because there's a lot of these bastards.
Don't get excited. This was just a warm-up.
RoboCop, I got something. A headless UED will start shooting other droids. It's a bug that ended a presentation in front of the OCP board. I'm looking at the footage now.
Let us see if they ever got around to fixing
Where are they?
Warm-up is over. Get ready for the real strike.
Get this box open. There's more of them. Oh my God, try to sneak up on me, you bloody Cyberman. Not on. My God, this section goes on for bloody ages.
Why are you at the prison?
Oh, didn't you know, Bertram? RoboCop has had a lifelong ambition to get molested in a prison shower. So, on this fateful day in this fateful game, RoboCop is finally making that dream a reality.
Is that true?
What do you think, Bertram?
It's not true. you.
Well done, Bertram. Gold star for you.
What are we doing in a hotel?
Well, you see, Bertram, RoboCop has had this lifelong ambition to go to a cheap hotel and order a woman of ill repute to come to his room, and then they'd spend the night together making love and squirting cream on each other and eating strawberries and all that jazz.
Oh, really?
What do you think, Bertram?
No?
Absolutely right, Bertram. Gold star for you. No, we're here for the usual RoboCop shenanigans. Save our psychiatrist, probably shoot a couple of people in the arse. You know, the usual.
Today's Bring Your Kid to Work Day.
I think I know how to solve the jump. Just let me go. You said yourself that you didn't have time for me.
Welcome to Omni Consumer Products. How may I help you?
You're up to something.
Hey, Robo, could you resolve this issue we're having?
A meeting regarding afterlife is taking place right now. I want to know where.
Let me check. Yes, that would be the executive conference room on the top floor. The elevators are behind me. But I'm looking at the guest list and I'm not seeing your name.
I will be the highlight.
But you don't have the proper clearance. You won't be able to access the elevators. Sir! Sir!
Let me get that door for you. I saw that whole scene. The way they treated you. Not on my watch. Going up? Beautiful, isn't it? This view gives me hope. Shows what Detroit is capable of when not hindered by the city's worst. You probably know that better than anyone else. You deal with filth more than any of us. These miserable people. Crammed.
Right, getting towards the end of the game now.
Oh, is the credits about to roll?
No, I said we're getting towards the end of the game. I didn't say we were at the end of the game.
Oh.
Yeah, I really enjoy this game mode. In fact, this is definitely my favorite RoboCop video game of all time. Not that there's too many to choose from, but there's a couple of decent ones. Gotta kill another of these bloody bastards. You deal with it the same way you deal with someone who doesn't know when to shut the hell up. Shoot them in the mouth.
Please note, OCG does not condone shooting people who don't know how to shut up in the mouth.
Yes, unless they are video game characters who don't know when to shut up. Then you can shoot them in the mouth. Or if you're an Ed 209, then you can shoot it in the mouth.
Oh, its penis is sticking out.
That's its brain, you idiot.
Oh.
Ah, take that at 209, you metallic bastard. Oh, things are getting intense. I do love the smell of barbecued robot in the morning. Ha ha.
But it's the middle of the night.
No, I know that. I was using an expression, you idiots.
Oh, I get it now.
Do you, though? Do you really?
No, not really.
Didn't think so. Right. Oh, shit. Need to heal. I need some sexual healing. Come on. Love this gun. This is a ROBOCOP gun.
I kinda guessed that because you're playing ROBOCOP.
Yes, I know, but it might have been like a DLC exclusive Terminator gun or a gun from Aliens or some other nonsense. I don't know.
Why did you stop? That is not what I pay you for.
Turns out you don't pay us at all.
No, he doesn't. He's a cheapskate.
Didn't go through.
He's not a very good villain. He hasn't got any money. He hasn't even got a laser weapon. Or a shark tank that he uses to torture his rivals.
Fight your battles for you.
He hasn't got jack shit. But he still has a magnificent beard. I mean, I'm not gonna take that away from him. He's got a magnificent beard. Oh, you're screwed now, bad guy. Ha ha ha. Gone down like a chump. Well done, Rubu. I'll turn to the camera and say, Murphy. Oh no, that's the end of the first film. No, my mistake. Forget I even said that.
Is it done? Is Wendell Antonowski...
Morgan Freeman? I didn't know you were in this game.
Everyone pulled through. We've got...
Right, I think I blah blah blahed enough through this playthrough, so I'm gonna let you enjoy the final boss and the ending of the game without me interrupting. What about... No, you're not allowed to interrupt either, Bertram. So, enjoy, and we'll be back with you in the credits.
Be careful.
What do you want from me? ROBOCOP! My #1 guy. There seems to be a misunderstanding.
ROBOCOP, I wanted to leave you a message before I undergo this procedure. It has been a long and laborious process, but it has given me the opportunity to observe you closely.
The old man! That you? I didn't know! I didn't mean to!
Only now do I truly understand what others see in you. I realize why they cheer you on. And it is because they can look past your mental exterior and see that somehow you haven't lost your humanity. That puts my mind at ease. You made me realize that I do not have to fear what is about to happen. I can remain human, as you have. Selfless and devoted to something bigger than myself. Uncorruptible. And that is what I always strive to be. Good luck, Murphy. I cannot
just an old friend.
Do you need backup? I repeat, do you need backup?
Negative.
Copy that.
You will not win this.
Where the hell are you? I've lost visual.
We went downstairs.
What? Murphy, we got everyone out. Be careful. The building will not. You need to get yourself out of there.
I'm in the middle of something.
Robo, I don't like what I'm seeing. The building, actually. Get out while you still can. Murphy, you need to get out of there. It's about to Building's evacuated. There's no one else inside. You need to say...
There is one more person here that needs saving.
What? Murphy?
We are not done yet.
Does anyone see him?
I can't see anything. Move closer.
Negative. When the building collapses, the dust cloud will choke the engine.
Oh my god! Murphy!
No! 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 Wait! I
Another week passed since the OCP's magnificent giant has fallen. OCP's new CEO assured us that the destruction of its headquarters will not stand in the way of finishing Delta City. Japanese corporation Kanemitsu has already shown interest in OCP's most prominent project. We at Media Break welcome them with open arms. Delta City, yokoso! From the City of Wonders, we're back to Detroit. The city's debt has reached a new peak. Re-elected Mayor Cusack, asked about his plans for reform, said he had other plans instead. OCP is the weakest it's ever been. We'll sue them, even if we need a Japanese lawyer, he assures us. Now it's time to introduce a new segment, You the Detroiters, where we share feel-good stories from our local communities. Disgraced Senator Farrell took hostages at the local theater and called for his reinstatement. However, a former vagrant and the theater's newest employee managed to defuse the situation. When asked why he decided to risk his life, Pickles, a European cinema connoisseur, said that it was simply disrespectful to interrupt the screening. Let's just hope Pickles does not influence the theater's movie selection. Next up, Sunblock 5000 model nearly torn to pieces by an ED 209 after not adhering to the 209's instruction. The dispute over a parking space could have turned deadly if it wasn't for Dr. Olivia Blanche, a seasoned psychologist who managed to keep a cool head during the 209's intervention. Dr. Blanche's new book, Coping with Loss, is said to be of value to both people and machines alike. A defamed reporter funded by terrorists. After trying to illegally broadcast a hit piece aimed at OCP, Samantha Ortiz has been spotted collaborating with a terrorist group led by a woman known in the underworld as Bertha. We're sorry for the disturbance. Fortunately, this time it was a minor one. Let's move on. A new world record has been set in Detroit. A man called Funeral Bob attended his 1000th funeral this year. The record-breaking funeral belonged to Max Becker, a former OCP executive. As it turned out, Bob was its only attendee. The OCP delegation did not arrive due to a rescheduled business meeting. We hope the meeting went well. Moving on. The owner of a local restaurant, Onion Baji, in cahoots with a ring of zoo thieves. The restaurant was proved to source the ingredients through crime. The arrest was made by a rookie neighborhood cop, Ulysses Washington, and according to his statement, it wasn't the first animal he had saved. One question still remains unanswered. What happens to ROBOCOP's human status? Mayor Cusack distances himself from ROBOCOP and leaves no doubt that he will not be advocating for granting him human rights. ROBOCOP's efforts have prompted a public conversation.
I hope OCP doesn't take him off the street. Who will protect us then?
Ah! It's RoboCop! Robo, I love you!
Skeleton speaker. Your pandemonium.
To many more years on the force, RoboCop. It's been a busy time for Detroit, but the cloud that lowers over the city is lifting as police end their strike. We're ready to serve, said Officer Ann Lewis, who returned to duty despite her recent injury. What heroism. Detroit can sleep soundly tonight. The question is, for how long? That's all for today. This was Casey Wong. Until next time.
So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a full hilarious playthrough for RoboCop Road City, which, as I've said before, is the best RoboCop video game ever made. and I will sword fight anyone who disagrees with me. So if you enjoyed this little playthrough of ours, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertram.
Goodbye, Bertram.
And don't think I didn't notice you just dropped my phone on the floor there, Bertram. You're going to be in a lot of trouble when I finish editing this video together and putting it up.
Oh no. Fine, I'll get the cat o' nine tails.
Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.